Dear 6th Sem MTT students, welcome you all for this revision classes of maintenance of machine tools subject. In this revision classes, it includes solving the some question answers from your question bank questions only. Okay. Let us start with first unit, that is introduction to maintenance. First question, explain scope of maintenance. Okay, scope of maintenance is nothing but what is the importance of maintenance. Okay, we'll see here what is the things under maintenance will comes. Okay, maintenance is much wider in its scope unlike repairs. Okay, not only repairs but including that so many other things can be done in the maintenance. Maintenance is the combination of preventive and corrective type activities. Plant maintenance service is not confined to the equipment and machines. It will go beyond that, like maintenance of the buildings, power plant, material handling equipments, heating and air conditioning equipments, waste disposal systems, washrooms, water supply, jigs and fixtures, and firefighting facilities, etc. Okay, like that maintenance can be done. Not only maintaining the machinery things, okay, apart from that this kind of functioning can be done by the maintenance department. Okay, all the general things can be done by the maintenance department. The activities of the plant maintenance also includes the provision of maintenance equipment and stock of repair parts and maintenance materials. Okay, this type of activities can be done by the maintenance department. Okay, so these all things considered as scope of the maintenance. Okay, so this is all about explanation regarding scope of the maintenance. Then second question, explain any 5 primary and secondary functions of the maintenance department. Okay, we'll see one by one from primary and secondary functions of the maintenance department here. Okay, first, primary functions. Select the right bearings, fasteners, chains, sprockets, belts, gears, cylinders, actuators and other devices, their lubrication, upkeep and timely replacements. Okay, so which part is started problem, giving problem, that can be identified first. Okay, and giving the solution, repair work can be done, and ensuring good working of their monitoring system. Okay, second, equipment inspection and lubrication. In daily that inspection can be done and lubrication can be done. Okay, which avoids the maximum defect arising in the future. Okay, third, electrical control system. Okay, what the main function of the electrical control system is that interpret the electrical symbols, ladder diagrams and electrical diagrams and how to use them as a road maps to isolate electrical problems. Okay, so that ladder diagram will give the corrections. Okay, if any correction is required, okay, that can be done with the help of that kind of diagrams. According to that one only we can solve that problem which arised during the working time. Okay, and monitoring the oils, lubricants and lubrication systems and cooling and circulating systems. And fifth, installing, monitoring proper ventilation and environmental control systems to maximize services. Okay, so these all five functions are of primary functions. Okay, next we'll see secondary functions. Those are storekeeping and inventory management. So store, you know already that every industry is having its own store, okay, for keeping the things, okay, what are repaired or else prepared materials that can be stored in a that store. Plant protection, okay, overall plant protection can be done. Waste disposal, okay, after that replacement old material should be disposed. Salvaging and recycling, okay, recycling of new parts, recycling of the used industrial oil, okay, mechanical electrical scraps. Plant and equipment insurance administration, okay, insurance can be made, okay, if any sudden theft occurred or else a fire catches, okay, at that time this will helps. Other services can be made, okay. These are the secondary functions. So this is all about explanation regarding five primary and secondary functions of the maintenance department. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is third, list any five responsibilities of maintenance department. Okay, so what are the five responsibilities of the maintenance department? We'll see. Proper care, upkeep, maintenance of the equipments and achieving the desired availability. Okay, so proper care is to be taken, okay, which will helps to assess the problems which are arising during the working time. Okay, so henceforth the proper care should be taken and availability should be identifying and rectifying. And second, ensuring the maintainability of old and new installations. Okay, ensuring about this one, new installations and maintaining the things. Identifying and correct chronic and costly equipment problems. Okay, whatever the problems arising of the costlier machines, that can be identifying. Design, implement and monitor an effective economically justified maintenance programs. Okay, fifth, monitor centralized oil lubrication, hydraulic, pneumatic and other circulatory systems. Okay, monitoring the all the things, okay, whether it may be centralized of the outside materials, okay, or any other components that can be monitored and identifying the actual problems, okay, and doing the some maintenance work. Fifth, monitor that is just only we discussed. Okay, and sixth, monitoring the various condition monitoring and built-in test equipments, monitoring the various condition monitorings and built-in test for the equipments. Okay, after installing the new things, that responsibility can be carried out. Protection against environment. Okay, so environment healthier that can be maintained, okay, which will keeps to us healthy. Okay, so that's why we should keep our surrounding environment in healthiest condition. Proper documentation and reporting of the maintenance data and systematic analysis of the data and feedbacks can be maintained. Okay, proper documentation can be maintained because what it does in future, avoiding the problems, it will helps. Okay, and maintaining some feedbacks will helps to avoid the problems. coordinate with operation for safe operating practices, review major purchases to assure correct specifications and designs, failure analysis, okay, how that failure occurred, okay, if continue work can be done because of that reason, or else high work load is maintained because of that reason, why that failure occurred, that can be completely analyzed. And budgeting maintenance, okay, that budget is very much important. So these are the some responsibilities of the maintenance department. Then fourth question, explanation 5 types of the maintenance. So in this chapter we are having 5 types of the maintenance systems. Those are preventive maintenance, breakdown maintenance, corrective maintenance, routine maintenance, and condition based maintenance systems. Okay, these are the 5 maintenance systems. So in this question directly he asked explain 5 types of the maintenance. Okay, so that's why I just listed, okay, one by one. But in some time what happens in exam, he may ask just by naming itself only, okay, directly explain regarding preventive maintenance or routine maintenance, like that. For 5 to 10 marks he will going to ask. At that time you just write those explanation only, okay, not all types, not necessary to write those all things. Okay, here first one is maintenance of preventive maintenance has a vast scope. It is having vast variety of the works, so that's why it is vast scope told. As the name implies, it may include any actions to prevent equipment downtimes of the failures. Okay, so action is to be taking place when equipment failure occurred. At that time only that maintenance work can be done. This is one of the oldest maintenance system. Okay, this is very much a traditional method of the maintenance being practiced in industries. Okay, we are we are doing the maintenance work since from olden days. Preventive maintenance is the planned maintenance of plants and equipments in order to prevent or minimize the breakdowns and depreciation rates. As it covers vast areas, some people get misleads. Okay, some people thought that preventive maintenance is just a routine inspection. Okay, like that they thought, cleaning, lubrication, adjustment, and doing minor repairs. Okay, that kind of things they thought. But what happens here, preventive maintenance means internal cleaning of the equipments, components, lubrication, oil changing, replacements, consumables like gaskets, belts, seals, bearings. At some other link that think that preventive maintenance includes only major jobs like overhauling and recording. Okay, like that so many persons think about this preventive maintenance like wise. Okay, so that's why according to those the work action can be done. Okay, according to that defect arised during the working time. This is all about preventive maintenance. Next, breakdown maintenance system. In breakdowns, repair is done after failure. Okay, after failure occurs, that repair work can be done. Okay, has already occurred, that breakdown already happened, then only that action is taking place. That type of action is called as breakdown maintenance, and it is also called as reactive maintenance. The equipment is allowed to run undisturbed till it fails. Okay, continuously working can be taking place. Okay, until unless that failure may occurs. Lubrication and minor adjustments are done during this period. Only when equipment fails to perform designated functions any maintenance or repair job is taken. This type is also known as reactive maintenance. Just now only I told. This system is simple and less expensive. Okay, so this system is very much simple and less expensive as compared to the other maintenance system. Number of equipments are very few. Equipments are simple and repair orders not call for specialists with the special tools. Sudden stoppage, sudden failure of the equipment will not cause severe financial loss. Okay, will not cause any severe financial loss in terms of delivery commitments or further damage to other equipments components. Okay, so that's why this breakdown can be very much simple and less expensive. So this is all about breakdown type maintenance. Then moving on to the next type, that is corrective type maintenance system. Corrective maintenance means maintenance actions for correcting or restoring of the failed unit. Okay, so your corrective maintenance is nothing but restoring of the failed part. This may include different types of actions, from small actions like typical adjustments and minor repairs to minor redesign of the equipment. It includes both planned and unplanned actions and is governed by failure of the item as well as condition of the items. Actions in corrective maintenance may be subdivided according to priorities. Okay, which are those priorities? We'll see. First, emergency work. Okay, if any kind of emergency work is occurred at that time, that priority is to be given for that emergency work. Okay, then deferred works, jobs of lower order priorities. Okay, that kind of work can be assigned to that deferred works. Third, eliminate, reduce the repetitive breakdowns. Fourth, specific reconditioning or redesign jobs, generally small and medium in volume. Corrective maintenance is generally one time task. So this type of maintenance is for only one time task. Once taken up, completed fully. Okay, once we assigned, okay, we have to finish that work that time only. Okay, so that's why it is one time task told. Each corrective job may differ from other. Okay, so this is all about corrective type maintenance. Next, routine type maintenance. Okay, what is that routine maintenance? We'll see here. Okay, routine maintenance is simplest but very essential. Okay, it is very simple but very essential form of maintenance system. As the name implies, it means carrying out minor maintenance jobs. Okay, so as the name itself indicates, minor maintenance work can be done in a regular intervals. It involves jobs such as cleaning, lubrication, inspection, minor adjustments, pressure flow, tightness. Okay, like that minor work can be done in a regular intervals, and tightening, loose of the parts, etc. Okay, that can be done in regular manner. It includes inspection of the bearings, V-belts, couplings, jointings, foundation of the belts, earthings, protective covers, etc. Okay, the small and critical defects observed during such inspection are rectified immediately, and bigger jobs are planned for rectification during next available shutdown. Routine maintenance is not necessarily need based in equipment. Plant, some motors may be running for 4 hours a day, but some other may be running 20 hours a day. But routine maintenance all may be inspected at the same frequency. Okay, so that's why routine actions are plays very important role while keeping the things in good condition. Although also it may inspected at the same frequency, this may lead to some amount of over maintenance in some components, but the system pays up handsomely in the long run. So that's why by routine work our materials should be long run. Okay, so without any distractions, without any defects, that can be running successfully. Okay, so this is all about routine type maintenance system. Next, condition based maintenance system, CBMS. Okay, it is also called as CBMS. It is an old age practice. Okay, it is CBM, condition based maintenance, is one of the old age practice. In earlier days, whenever a bearing was giving a noise, getting a hot, at that time this type of maintenance work can be done in traditional method. The equipment was taken down as soon as possible to check and to rectify the problems. But in those days, early detection of the fault was not possible. In olden days, early detection of the faults was not possible to identify rectification of that problem. Okay, because of that traditional method we are following. But recently CBM has become one of the most important system because of development of good and cheap monitoring tools we are having. Okay, with the help of that superior monitoring technique which detect the fault generation very early. Okay, we are using that kind of thing nowadays, which increased awareness and acceptance of the cheap monitoring tools and techniques by a common maintenance persons and other concerned persons. Okay, so this is all about CBMS, condition based maintenance system. So these are the 5 maintenance systems. Okay, so just now only I told he may ask 2 or 3 questions from these maintenance types. Okay, so that's why you have to be aware about these types and do the study on this type. Okay, and you have to go through the notes as well as this video. Okay, which helps you a lot for doing your own preparation. Okay, then moving on to the next question, that is explain the breakdown maintenance with its block diagram. Okay, so drawing the block diagram of breakdown maintenance. Okay, so just now only I told in explanation regarding breakdown maintenance. Okay, so according to that one only we need to draw the block diagram. Okay, that block diagram indicates how the actions is to be taken place during the rectification of the faults and doing the some solution, some replacement of that part. Okay, how the procedure is to be maintained, that block diagram should that declaring. Okay, describing. So here if breakdown occurs, okay, decision is to be taken what to do. Okay, and checking for help and facilities required. Okay, what type of checking action is to be taken place and what type of facilities are needed. Okay, like that we should thought. Then if needed, then executive or breakdown repairs action can be done, or else no, request for help and facilities can be taken. Help and facilities arranged with the help of that any other external bodies. Then repairs can be maintained with work order and materials. Okay, then executive that breakdown repairs, informing after that production, informing to the production and other departments. Okay, and documentation is to be done. Okay, for documentation means, so here that faults, why that fault are arised during working time, that type of analysis can be done. Okay, if that fault arised because of continuous work of that machine, or else putting high loads, high strength on that material, that system. Because of that reason that failure occurred. Like that complete analysis can be done, then only we can do the things in a correct manner. Okay, so that type of documentation will help to avoid the future problem. Okay, so this is all about a complete block diagram explanation. Okay, or else you just refer the previous slide of breakdown maintenance. Okay, you just read all these things and you come to know, okay, how that block diagram working will be taking place. Okay, and about this one you just analyze yourself. Okay, what is the work of that block breakdown maintenance, and what is the necessary of that breakdown maintenance. Okay, how that useful in day to day life in working area. Like that you have to analyze, then you start write yourself only. Okay, once you understood the block diagram, then you can write in your own words, no problem. Okay, so this is all about your first unit, introduction to maintenance. So these are the important questions of question bank only. Okay, almost I selected all the questions, okay, with the answers. If you have any doubts, you just go through the or else refer the notes. Okay, or else you just contact me, okay, for further informations. But you have to refer this video for your study purpose. Okay, because it will helps a lot. Okay, so in this video I covered almost all questions from your question bank only. So in exam from these questions only comes. Okay, no doubt. So that's why I'm telling you have to refer this video. Okay, so this is all about first unit. Okay, in the next video I am going to cover second unit. Okay, so until, thank you.